Hey, I'm Robin. I'm one of the owners of Haven Cycles. So Haven Cycles is a full-service bike shop. We mostly do bike repair, but we also have bike rental and then sales. We sell new bikes and refurbished bikes, and we also do custom builds. We're located on DeKalb Avenue at Irving, which is right off the DeKalb L train stop in Bushwick. So when I first moved here, I was like, hell no, I'm not biking here. This place is terrifying. Like, these people are gonna kill me. I'm not doing this. And I didn't bike for like the first year and a half that I was here, I think, until I became roommates with John. And then my other friend told me, she was just like, look, just get a bike, just like go around the block and like just go around 2 blocks, and then one day you'll just be fine to be biking. It's like, okay. Well, setting up your own bike shop takes a lot more than you think it will, just like any other business, which once again I had absolutely no conception of or idea of when I started. It's basically just an insane amount of labor, because not only are you wanting to cut costs by building things yourself, you're also having to keep up with the constant influx of bikes that need to be repaired. So even if you're like, okay, today like I really want to just build a new bench and I want to like work on the shop, like the physical infrastructure of the shop, what if like 3 people walk in and they have tune-ups that they need back the same day? You kind of have to deal with that first, but you still have to build out the shop. So that just means you end up working until like 3 a.m. a lot of the time. I'm interested in sharing this knowledge that I have learned over the past couple years with other people that wouldn't otherwise get a chance to learn it. Because the bike world is really kind of just, a lot of the time it's a lot of white dudes that you walk into a bike shop, and if you're anyone that's not like that, you might feel really awkward sometimes. And people can be kind of condescending, whether or not they mean to be, when they're like talking about your bike. So I just think that everyone should have access to bikes and the knowledge to fix bikes if they want to. So I'd love to start working with more organizations that do that. Like the Mayday Space in this neighborhood has a program where they teach girls how to ride bikes, which is very cool. There's a lot of people doing work right now to kind of hold the police more accountable to cyclists in terms of like actually enforcing their own laws about like bike lanes, for example. Like if you see a cop parked in a bike lane, that's kind of a signal to other drivers that it's okay to park in a bike lane. No one's ever been like, no, like you can't work on my bike because you're a woman, but like a lot of the time people will, this just cracks me up honestly, when people walk in and I'm like standing here and then I'm like, hey, how's it going? And they'll just literally not even look at me or talk to me, and they'll ask like another person in here, like, hey man, like, yeah, I think my bike is broken. And then that person is like, oh, actually, I don't even work here. Like, I'm just hanging out here, but you can ask Robin. I mean, that's definitely our goal, is to be really community-minded. Like, having a bike shop is not a way to make a ton of money, quite frankly. Like, no matter how you run a bike shop, you're not going to become a millionaire. So we never really wanted that. We just wanted to have a way to make a living for ourselves and for people that we hire, and then to be able to provide a service to the community. Okay, if I can work on bikes, anyone can. Like, I was lucky to grow up with a dad that kind of encouraged me to think in this way, but I wasn't really good at working on bikes when I started. It was hard, and I had to spend a lot of time learning. I watched a ton of YouTube videos, of which there was a lot of great YouTube videos about bike repair, but I struggled a lot when I was starting. So if you're trying to become a mechanic, don't give up, keep practicing. There's lots of resources out there for you, and you can definitely learn how to fix your own bike, which gives you an awesome sense of freedom. You can ride forever if you have some tools and you know how to fix your bike if it breaks. So, oh, I have a lot of bikes. I have an old Motorbicon, and I have it into a single speed bobjack named the touring bike that I got. That's my current bikes for now, but there's always a chance of getting more bikes.